Hello and welcome to Sisyphus Gaming Channel. We are looking at the newest episode, relative to myself. We are looking at the newest episode of our Valheim Super Hardcore run, in which we have traveled across the ocean using the Great Tree as a compass. And we are just so ecstatic because we have found the next boss, the second boss, and he is right over there. So we're thinking about maybe building a little fortification. We built this little hut nearby just to get our rested status back up, to wait for the rain to wear off, and those sorts of things. In the meantime, we have about 7 free minutes to prepare before we get the Ecthier running buff back, which can be very valuable, right? So I think that's the immediate goal. So we're just gonna see what we can do. Yeah, basically to prepare, more or less, right? We don't really need the boat, although it's an interesting idea, sailing into the sunset while under pressure. Certainly worth thinking about. We've got more than enough ancient seeds. Got some decent food. I think I need to bring, I need to bring these stones if I'm going to be using anything. Yeah, I think it's good. So I kind of came up this way because I saw this spawner and I thought, you know, I don't want to be bothered when I'm fighting the boss. So best thing I can do, I can just kill that right there. Let's see. Speaking of being bothered, I'm just feeling real hot and bothered. We got a level 1, level 2? 2. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I really don't like that. These guys are the worst. I'm gonna try to burn him. That's really chipping away at him, isn't it? The trick with skeletons is you gotta make them swing on your own while you're prepared for it, you know? When you have the stamina for it, when you have the advantage. Because it's easy timing. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we're sitting right on top of the boss. You're thinking, why don't you just spawn and kill him? Well, it's because on this hardcore mode, he is going to do more damage. I'm going to take more damage. I'm going to do less damage. There's a lot of good reasons to maybe just go easy on that, right? I'm thinking about making a trench system where I have somewhere to hide and run. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like exactly, but it's a bit of an awkward. It's not really as much space as I would have liked, being, you know, bordered by the ocean like that, bounded by the ocean. So I'm kind of thinking about, because you kind of want to keep a good distance to him because he has a pretty lengthy ranged attacks. It's always nice to just say, okay, I can just dip out of here right now. Maybe I can use this to my advantage, right? You see this long hill here. If I just cut around it, all of a sudden I've got sort of a long wall that's easy to get in and out of. I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe a couple of different entrances while we're at it. If I need to retreat, I do have my base up in the hills there. I can just heal there if I want. He'll march slowly towards me, but should be enough time to get back up. I'm just taking it seriously because we've worked so hard to get here. The truth is, we could probably just toss it in right now. Take a few shots and be done with it. I fought him so many times. I still consider him practically a tutorial boss. Because it's simply because the difficulty of the following bosses is so significant. I haven't looked into any engineering strategies for this guy, of course. I mean, maybe hubris is my weakness, right? That could be what kills me. Doing a nice little trench warfare thing never hurts. This is gonna make a great little system. I don't like having to spend any of my tool points, but we're mostly gonna be using the bow anyways. Look at all these potions we've got, so no reason to not have a nice, slow, drawn-out fight. I also want to see if we can't get a few trolls to spawn, simply to take them out of the equation. I want this to be open-ended on either side, so, you know, in the circumstance that I get hemmed in, I can kind of escape, while still keeping a nice wall between myself and the creature. So see, we can kind of just shoot here, dodge, kind of hide behind this pine. I'm honestly kind of wondering, is there a way we can use stake walls to our advantage? There might just be. Yeah, there might just be. Could even, I wonder if we could just put a gate here. I suppose things would just come down the sides, right? Won't slow them down at all. If I need a really temporary, decent place to recover, we can just do it right here. My worry is, you know, middle of the fight, a troll comes jumping around, and I'm caught off guard. So Ecthier is technically ready, right? Now I would like to go and see if we can't deal with any trolls in the area. They make me real nervous, so might as well. I thought I brought some good arrows. I do not see any. That's good news, right? That would be the kind of situation where I might want to have a boat ready to just jump into and leave. I don't think they're going to come across the ocean. That's quite a ways. That little river, I mean. It's an excellent trench. Very happy with that. Because I can just kind of go in a big circle. I might want to just, I tell you what, have something to defend myself over here. It's like come out of this circle, right? Yeah. Every little amount counts. Not great. Not better than nothing. And he's fairly slow moving, so if I just keep him spinning around, we're gonna be fine. Alright. I think we're doing good. I'm gonna go rest up, maybe get some better food in me, and we're gonna fight. I don't really need this, yeah. Much as I hate to say it. Very nervous about a troll just wandering over the ridge and trying to flatten me, because I don't really have any proper defenses for that, right? Like, if you're really thinking about it, what can I do to stop a troll at this moment? And the truth is, nothing. We were really relying on the trader before, but here we're really exposed. Usually I'll make some kind of a mountain, and that might be the last thing I do before we get into it, is make kind of a mountain I can just kind of hide up on, but I'm not sure. It's still not the right time. I don't want to really fight him until it's morning, though. I want to have all day to just pick away at him. I'm taking this far more seriously than I should, but it's just I don't want to spend much more time in meadows and swamp if I don't have to. It's sort of my mentality. So let's make an anti-troll zone. If we can help it. It's gonna be something where we have just enough stamina to flee. Okay. Sort of see how this is sort of a bit of a staircase, right? I also just want to close it in. Make it as out of reach of a troll as possible. I'm not in love with this, but just having something to navigate around works. Up and around. Yeah. This might be the best thing I can do here. Okay. Our food is getting low, so we might want to just retreat till we're ready to eat both, which I believe we could do right now, but I just want to have as much time on them as possible. We are in a very dangerous situation, as you can tell, just because of low health, low stamina. And sort of some untested woods. Let's hope it's time to sleep. It's usually fairly forgiving. I mean, night takes a long time to set in, but you're allowed to sleep fairly early into it. Thankfully. I'll just make another torch while we have it, just in case. Yeah, that's our best food. Fantastic. 8 comfort. Everything I could possibly really ask for. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go see if we can do it. I'm hopeful. Definitely hopeful. Really, I'm mostly hopeful it's not raining. Alright, we're gonna just have that there. Swamp there. Just don't want to even think about it. Worry or think about it, you know? I feel like that was a square hit, and I was denied it. See how lovely those trenches can be. That's what I was talking about earlier. Ooh, look at that hit. Look at that ugly, ugly hit. I'm not sure how much damage those can take. He's definitely doing a lot more damage than I'm used to, right? Alright, now this is good, oddly. I don't know if you just saw how much he did to me by doing absolutely nothing. Nice square hit there. Just trying to slowly cook the guy. Shoot. Yeah, he's doing a lot more damage than I'm used to, so I'm playing it really cautiously. Usually you can just hide behind those large pillars and get away with it. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to take the HUD off. But you know, I kind of think the boss bar is a great thumbnail. One way or the other. That's a hit. We're using arrows, that's for sure. A lot of them have been misses, so it's not as bad as it looks. See how having a lot of distance can really help you just dodge, keep him spinning a bit. I think we're just spinning him at this point. He is getting closer. I don't love this. That's the benefit. Once he summons those little NPCs of his, you can't really do it again for a little bit. Good hits, good hits. Might be able to use the other side of this trench then. Who's that? I'm just shocked by how much health he has. It's not terrible. I'm gonna handle this. But I'm nervous about the future bosses. We're gonna just heal while we're at it. Like he's got the giant footstep sounds. That's alright. Thankful for trees, huh? He doesn't have a lot of tricks up his sleeve. I'm running out of Icthier. That's alright. That's usually how these bosses are fought. I don't actually love that this log is there. See how, yeah, that's not helping me. Now I'm gonna have to run through it again? Hard to say. That log is a problem. Got another 8 minutes of rested. That's nice. Environmental hazards. Would you look at that? Gotta be careful about these falling logs. One hit could knock me out, for sure. Alright, now we're in a situation where I'm losing both of those supports. Back to old pillar. Not loving this. Or this. Okay, appreciate it. I'm gonna try to clear up this one over here. It's just, this is a massive waste of time. I should be giving them hits. Here I am cleaning up logs. A little embarrassing. Yeah, I'm trapped in. Not good. Ooh, that's hard. Okay. A little bit cornered. Not a problem. Gotta finish this single log. Those 2 logs caused me all that trouble. I'm impressed by how much I'm actually depending, though, on these little trenches and things. I'm happy I made them. At some point, I might actually need to go. Might even just sleep. Actually, I believe I can't. I don't think I can sleep. But I can get rested. The heal up is the issue. But I should be able to repair and get rested if I need. Does that have health? We have more than half our arrows, and we have more than half our bow. Only question is rested. 5 minutes. I think we are going to have to. If I had to guess. At least we don't have a tree in the way. Nice miss, nice miss. Perfect. I love when you just waste it. Nice and easy. Classic trench warfare. We're fine on food, at least. It's not something we really have to worry too much about. Alright. He's a sneaky guy, isn't he? Minutes of rest. No problem. Generally, if you sprint horizontally, you can avoid a lot of that trash. 4 minutes again. That's a good hit. 32.8. Oof. I felt that. Now we got a rogue little Grado here. Not too bad of a deal. Three minutes unrested. See those like 4 or 5 episodes where I was like, man, I should just make a couple of those fermenters so we can get some proper potions. This is exactly why. I'm pretty sure that middle section is his weak spot. It's very hard to say. With some, I think trolls, it's their eyes. But I don't think that's the case here. Curious about how far they can reach. Two minutes unrested. And 1 minute I'll probably go back and reacquire. Maybe actually next time he trashes this area. Yeah. Like now. Just gonna... We're gonna take a fiver. Even if it's night, we can't stop. That's sort of a part of the issue. Fire's still going. There's no reason we can't heal up here. If I get some damage on him, I can actually just keep him hurting. That's sort of the idea. If he's hurting, he's not healing. That's 15 minutes again. I could just stay here, to be honest. Why not? It's a lot more fun. A little bit harder to aim. Unusual. And he can't raise things here because I have this workbench. That's interesting. I think I've heard of that in the past. I've just never needed to implement it. They're fairly easy to dodge. You have to be really trying to get hit by them. It's nice to just keep raising levels. On these accounts, I should be fairly strong by the end of it. There we go. Look at that. He's gone. Let's sleep before they get here. Do not want to have to deal with a moving force at night. I might even just run back. Big fan of abandoning everything if I can. I'm hoping to just wait this one out. Yeah. Well. Plenty of resin. Not too worried about that. Oddly. What I need is the deer hunt, right? So I should be able to make a boat. You'd think I'd be a little bit more panicky, but I feel fine. Don't really need more ancient seeds, do we? It's nice to have the decorations, but they're so simple to get. Somebody call that trash. Calling that trash. Just need a few of his things. We need the items he drops. All right. It's resting. I'm leaving. That was a bit of an anticlimactic ending there. I thought, you know, I wasn't exactly on death's door or anything, right? Okay, so looks like we got everything he dropped, which is just fine by me. I could have sworn he would have dropped one more key, sort of a backup, but I think it's possibly just based on how many people you come with. Yeah, no shame in it. Absolutely none. Tempted to just sail back because I know there's a few nasties on the way. Yeah. Here's those, you saw those trolls there earlier. This is huge. That was honestly a very big deal. All things considered. What we need now is a decent swamp. The way we're going to get that is just by sailing around until we find an area. And you want to sail because then you can kind of have like a quick escape no matter where you are in it. We also want to repair some things, just general self-maintenance. I would love to come back with 10 iron ingots, and then if we need more iron, I mean we will. It's just a matter of making a bigger boat and a bigger trip. To make a bigger boat, though, I believe we need some amount of bark, 40 or 50 or something like that. Beautiful. Great fight. That was probably twice as long of a fight as I'm used to, though. Which makes me very nervous because that just means the upcoming bosses are just going to be, I mean, that much harder. I think we're going to call it an episode right there. That's some really good content. Just a really, really great progression. No deaths. Really happy about that in general. We got the belt, which is massive. We've got the key for iron, which is possibly even more massive. And we've got a really solid plan for pushing into the swamps. Gonna go real careful, real slow. Very nervous, a little bit nervous about it. That can be a real scary place. You got to be ready to fight all the time. So just playing it smart is how we're hoping to do that. And we'll get there when we get there. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you next time.